Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And I just caught wind of this article. Now, I find it pretty interesting because I'm a huge fan of Night of the Living Dead. I love the whole franchise, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead. I mean, I truly love zombie movies. In Night of the Living Dead, and I love the remake also, the 1990s remake. Night of the Living Dead has been one hell of a movie that kicked off the zombie genre like never before. So it was interesting for me to see that the title of this article reads, MGM acquiring worldwide rights to Night of the Living Dead sequel, directed by Nanny's Nikyatu Jusu. Well, I'm just going to call her Jusu as I go through this article. But the sequel to the Night of the Living Dead, would that mean that it would be Night of the Living Dead Part 2? Or are we talking about Dawn of the Dead, which is the sequel to Night of the Living Dead? So I don't know how they're going to play this or what they're actually going for here, but MGM is acquiring the rights to Night of the Living Dead sequel. So let's see what that's all about. I guess this is the director, and she will be doing the sequel to Night of the Living Dead. Exclusive. Amazon's MGM division is in final negotiations to acquire worldwide rights to the Night of the Living Dead sequel that Nikyatu Jusu from the movie Nanny that came out on November 23rd, which was my birthday, is directing for Village Roadshow Pictures, Vertigo Entertainment, Westbrook, Origin Story, and the late GeorgeARomero's Cinnable Films. Wow. So, George Romero's film company is a part of this, which means it's probably ran by his family, if I'm guessing correctly. While specifics as to the financials haven't been disclosed, we understand that the deal has emerged from a highly competitive situation. The Walking Dead's LaToya Morgan scripted the film we were first to report on, which will be released by MGM theatrically. Okay, so this Night of the Living Dead sequel is going straight to theaters. Interesting. Directed by this young lady named Juju from the horror movie Nanny, and scripted by LaToya Morgan, who works on The Walking Dead. I don't know what to really say about that because The Walking Dead really hasn't been the greatest. So if she's writing the script for The Walking Dead, and now she's writing the script for the sequel to The Night of the Living Dead, then at this point you really just don't know what we're getting. So let's see, maybe they do better by Night of the Living Dead than what they did with The Walking Dead. Credited with launching the zombie genre as well as the career of horror icon GeorgeARomero, the original 1968 indie Night of the Living Dead is considered to be one of the most influential and profitable films ever made. While spurring countless other projects over the years in the flesh-eating arena, Romero's film launched a franchise of its own that includes 5 sequels filmed by Romero between 1978 and 2009. Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the 5th film was called Survival of the Dead by GeorgeARomero. And I own that. I think so I do own all 5 movies. Interesting. Specifics as to the new film's plot are under wraps, though it will be produced and overseen by Christine Romero and Tina Romero of Sanibel Films. And Christina Romero and Tina Romero are GeorgeARomero's daughters. So along with that, there's a slew full of companies that are attached to this. And it says CAA Media Finance and Village Roadshow Pictures co-presented the sale of the rights for the project introduced by buyers at AFM 2022, which is intended to reignite Night of the Living Dead as a franchise. So it looks like they have their sights set on bringing the Night of the Living Dead back to life as a franchise. I wonder how they're going to actually do it. So does this company have the rights to all of the Living Dead movies? Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and Survival of the Dead. Is that how we're looking at this? And if they're talking about bringing it back to reignite the franchise, obviously they must be looking at doing more than one movie, right? I mean, with all these companies involved, and MGM is going to be the one that releases it, overseen by his kids. I'm interested to see what it does, but I did look up I looked up the trailer for The Nanny. The cinematography is okay, but it didn't really grab me. They rated it from a 1 to 10. Looks like it's getting a 5.9. I can't remember if it was Rotten Tomatoes or some other company that was actually, or Amazon Prime, their customers that were sitting here rating The Nanny, but The Nanny got a 5.9 out of 10. So I don't know what all this means for this movie franchise, but that's just something to keep in mind as we see what this thing is going to turn into within the next year or so. But that's my take, and that's how I feel. You guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Are you interested in seeing, of course, reboot, remake, reimagining of The Night of the Living Dead, written by a woman, directed by a woman, and overseen by GeorgeARomero's daughters? Now that I think about it, I don't know if I'm good with it, or if this is something I should be worried about. But I guess time will tell, right? But like I said, you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And as always, it's your boy 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media, and I'm out. Peace.